Hi, everyone from Johannesburg, South Africa. It's a beautiful day. We just had a storm, so I'm just hoping that we just have a good Wi-Fi signal this afternoon. It's Shamila from the Red Corner Chat. My guest this afternoon is Juliet Mateka, who is an international qualified therapist, an entrepreneur, a songwriter, and a song composer. Hello, Juliet. How are you?
Hi, Shamila. I am great. Thank you so much for having me in your platform.
It's wonderful having you, and I'm so looking forward to chatting to you to hear about this inspirational woman that has just launched her book. But before we go into that, please tell us who exactly is Juliet Mateka, coming
All
from
right.
Malawi, now living in Cape Town, South Africa.
All right. So I am Juliet Teka. I love the way you're pronouncing my name. It's amazing.
I
All right.
tried.
So, all right. So I'm an international qualified therapist. I'm originally from Malawi. I've been living in South Africa, Cape Town to be specific, for 15 years now. And I'm an entrepreneur. I own a few businesses in Cape Town, and as well as I'm a songwriter and a song composer. And I have just launched a book. So I have just written one of my best first book that I am basically here for.
It's all so exciting, Juliet. But being an entrepreneur, so you're coming from Malawi, you now settled in Cape Town for the last 15 years, and you still have that Malawian accent.
Yes, yes.
So do you have family from Malawi living in Cape Town as well?
Yes, I was the first one to come here in South Africa. Then I obviously invited my mom, my sisters, my brothers. So basically, the whole family is here in Cape Town with me.
Are you married with kids?
I was married before, and I'm divorced for 7 years. I've been single for 7 years, and I'm blessed with one son. He just turned 12 years, a boy.
So we have a lot of women that tune in and watch our videos. What
Mhm.
was the journey going through a divorce?
Wow. To be honest, it's not easy. It's really, really not easy. It is only God that can really take you through the journey of being divorced. And I don't actually wish anyone else to go through that hell. But I have learned that some divorces are meant to be. And when they are happening, actually, when the whole process of divorce is happening, it doesn't really make sense that you are so hateful and lots of with questions, and actually you don't know where are you going. And when you come out of that divorce, like as I am right now, I now understand why I went through divorce, and I actually don't regret at all because I know that it was meant to be and it was for my own happiness.
I think everything that's put out in our lives is just meant to be.
Exactly, exactly.
What have you learned from that, and what's your advice to single people out there? Because you're single now. Will you get married again?
All right, so wow, wonderful question. Yes, I am single now. I've been single for almost 7 years now, and I know that a lot of people ask me, "Why are you single? Why are you still single? Do men come to you? Do they propose to you and all that?" Yes, they do, but it is a decision that I've made myself to look into why my marriage failed. Um, I needed to go deeper into the process that made me to make just probably mistakes that ended up me to have a failed relationship, failed marriage. So I can not rush into another relationship until I must get all the answers um, that I do ask myself what went wrong. with my marriage. I cannot just jump into any other relationship now. And I've seen that quite a lot of people, they do jump. A lot of people, they say maybe you will get healing from your divorce when you get into another marriage. I'm like, no, I'm healed now. Actually, it is a journey that God is dealing with me in my singleness, teaching me a lot, even showing me what really went wrong in my marriage. That's why I am here to actually teach a lot of people out there before they venture into any kind of relationship, before they venture into the marriages, to avoid them, to make the same mistakes that I actually did.
So did you go for any therapy sessions?
Actually, no, I didn't go for any therapy sessions. I only depend on prayers. I prayed a lot, and it was not easy. I cannot, like I said, I don't want to wish it for anybody to go through divorce. It's actually one of the painful things that anybody, whether a man or woman, should go through. And I mean, especially when you have kids involved, it's a different thing. It's very, very painful to really go through divorce. And it is only God that helped me to come out strong. And speaking about it now, while I am completely healed and gotten over everything, I'm very happy right now.
Were you married to a South African?
No, I was married to a Malawi.
Okay.
Yeah, who is also the father of my child.
And do you share the parenting?
Yes, we do. Yeah, we do. It's not easy though. That also comes with forgiveness. When you accept of the situation and know what God says about your situation, that all things work together for your good, then you understand that you cannot really hold on to your child alone, because you did not bring that child alone here in this world. It doesn't matter the treatment that you're getting from the father or the mother. Just remember that the children are not involved in disagreement. They actually need the love from both sides, from the mother and the father. So when you are healed and you have forgotten and forgiven, you cannot hold on the children to their rights on their father and the father on the mother, unless there is an abuse involved in it. But if the father or the mother of the child, they're not abusive, then why holding on to the children? Give them their rights, let them go and also enjoy the love from their mother and their father.
I so agree with you. Tell me about your businesses. So you have a few businesses.
Yes, I do. All right, so I ran a spa called Spring Up Beauty Spa. I was running before the COVID-19. I was in number 144 Long Market Street, Cape Town, which is on Long Street. And because of the whole crisis of the COVID and the pandemic, it really messed up the whole thing. So I decided just to shift from the spa to a mobile. So at the moment, I'm just operating as a mobile spa, going to the hotels, guest houses, and also people's houses. And it's actually doing very well at the moment. And it's not easy though, traveling up and down, but actually it's also giving us a positive result, because now we're not thinking of the renters, but it's actually doing very well. But in the near future, maybe January next year, we should get back to our rightful premises, where we're going to have our clients back coming to our spa. And then I've got a designing brand, which is called Incorruptible Brand. It's a clothing brand as well that I do. I got one verse from the Bible, 1 Peter 1 verse 23, which says, being not born again, not of corruptible seed, but of the incorruptible. So just took that word of the incorruptible. So that brand is called the Incorruptible Brand. And then I've got also a few other businesses that I have that I cannot even say. I do quite a lot. I'm a brand ambassador of this brand from the Canada called the Liquid Boy. It's a product from Canada. So I am actually a brand ambassador here in South Africa. So there's quite a few businesses that I also do, which I cannot even mention, but they're all great businesses.
What product is it?
It's called Liquid Flow. It's like a multivitamin. It's originally from USA. The owner is in Canada. So it has 78 minerals in a bottle. So basically, it has all the minerals that the body requires. For people maybe who cannot take who are allergic to other foods and all that. So this multivitamin helps us to supply in those areas that we are not eating the food from. Maybe if you are allergic to milk or anything that has magnesium and all that. So this product helps to balance up all the vitamins that our body requires.
That is really interesting. Do you take it?
I take it myself every single day. It's one of the best.
Well, I can see you have the most beautiful skin.
Thank you so much.
Is it also good for irritable bowel syndrome, IBS?
Yes, it is. It is actually very good for almost any kind of sickness and disease. What it does really, we call it's a healing medicine, natural medicine straight from the ocean in a bottle. So it has no any side effects. Even if you are on your own medication, it will actually help to boost up the works of also the medicine that you're taking, any kind of medication you're taking, whether high blood pressure, any kind of sickness.
Okay, so I think at the end of it, if you could just share contact details, and I'm sure a lot of people watching would want to, maybe buy it or show some interest or read up on it.
All right, thank you so much. I will definitely do that. Yes.
Juliet, so you launched a new book last week.
Yes.
Please tell me about the book. What made you write the book?
All right, so this is a book. Wow, so did you know a woman can prosper you? That's the title of the book. All right, so what made me write the book? All right, so one day I was sitting and then I asked, because I kept on hearing lots of negative news, and especially on women abuse. So then I was praying about it. What can we do about this? Because in my life, I never thought that I would one day write a book. And as I was praying about it, then God dropped something in my spirit. But do you know who is a woman? So I'm like, okay, yeah, I know a woman. He's like, yeah, a woman has a lot of qualities to prosper a man. But also that very same woman is the reason why there is so much abuse out there. So I was like, okay, please can you explain to me more about it? And then God started explaining to me a woman also is a reason why men are treating us bad. That is the reason why I wrote this book. But you also have to know that same woman is also a channel to prosper a man. It was a little bit controversial. I was like, okay, so tell me more about it. Then God told me a lot about this book. So that is the reason why I wrote this book to the world, to know that a woman is a channel to prosper a man, according to what the word of God says, that he that finds a woman obtains favor from God. So we are addressing men. If they find themselves a good woman, they are in the right path to prosperity through a good woman. But if they find themselves a bad woman, whom God also told me that that bad woman is a reason why there is also so much abuse in this world, you can never prosper with that type of a woman.
So how long did it take you to actually write that book?
All right, so then I had to say, okay, then how do I address this to my people, to my community? And, you know, after getting all this revelation, and you're like, so how do I then tell people to know about this? And God said, put it in a book and make sure it reaches to everyone in the world. Start with your own community. Let them read about this. It will change their community, their mentalities, and all that. Then it will reach out to the entire world.
Did you send any of the copies to Malawi yet?
I am doing that. That's one of my next projects. We are doing that because we've got a lot of orders in Malawi. So we're doing that probably in 2 weeks' time. We have to send about 300 copies so far for a start, so that those people who have already placed their orders to get the copy and start already being transformed with the message.
I love it. And in South Africa, where can one buy the book?
Okay, so we are on this, I've shared it's called Group. It's an Africans publishing company that are actually the ones printing our books as well. They have it on their internet, on their website, so they can simply go and I'll share the link with you. They can simply buy the book anywhere they are in the world. We are putting it as well on Amazon this week, so that it can reach out to anyone, anywhere they are in this world. Yeah, for Cape Town, we are actually doing the deliveries in CBD for free. If they are around CBD Cape Town, we're doing the deliveries for free. If they are outside Cape Town, we are just sending the Uber guys to do the delivery, of course, from their extra cost. The book itself is going for 250 rands, and if they are outside Cape Town, we're adding another 50 rand and all that, depending on the distance.
That sounds so wonderful. How did you feel when you launched the book? What was your feeling? Just give us some of your emotions.
Wow. It was like, wow. You know, like when you have achieved something, it was like the feeling that you cannot, I don't know if those people there at the laundry really they could perceive it, but I was filled with so much joy, so much excitement, because it is like the assignment that God gave me finally has been fulfilled. And seeing the impact that already the book is making for the people who were buying the books right there at the launch, they were jumping up and down after reading the script and the book and any title that they like, you know that. So I could see like, wow, it's amazing that I can impact people not only by my power, but it is God who gave me that to impact a lot of people. So I don't glorify myself. I give all the glory to God who actually equipped me, kept me for this time like this, so that I should impact and transform his children in this world.
Well, we're looking forward to it being an Amazon bestseller.
Of course, I'm definitely going there. I am actually looking at the vision is too big. I have already started doing the community work we are right now in Khayelitsha. Last week, my publisher had an outreach where she was going there to speak to the children who've been like raped and all that, maybe a lot of issues. And I said, wow, I'm going to join you. Then I went there and spoke one of my chapters in my book that was speaking about which is chapter. Can I just read it for you? That was chapter 10, which says, take charge of your life. And it says, if you live by what the world says, you will not go far in life. In actual fact, rather learn from whatever the world is criticizing you. Critics are welcome in one's life. They push you to another level. Many people go out in the world thinking they will be accepted by everyone, but not everyone will accept you. There will be those who will reject you. So I was really just addressing people who are depressed, stressed, because what they feel is like they are being rejected. So I was just speaking according to the book, that not everyone out there is going to accept you. Don't go by what people are saying out there. You have to live by what you know about yourself. If people are calling you all sorts of names because of your past, don't put it in your brain. You are not living in your past. You are your future. You are looking into your future. Your past does not matter anymore. You are here and you are going forward. So they were so inspired with the message that I spoke to them on that day. And this Saturday, they are having about 60 women at the same organization. They asked me if I can go and speak about forgiveness, which is also in my book, which is the root cause of finding peace, which is the killer of depression and stress and rejection. Because a lot of children, women, people are depressed, stressed because of unforgiveness. They think they have forgiven people, but inside them, they still hurt. So we need to get the root cause of the unforgiveness. Once they let go completely, there is no reason that you should feel rejected. You should feel oppressed. You should feel stressed and depressed. You should feel rejected. You know, if they have face to love and accept themselves, then they will never, ever be depressed, stressed again. So they were so marveled with the message. So they even asked me again if I should speak this Saturday and address a lot of women on forgiveness. So this Saturday, 12 p.m., we are in Kairisha again, where I'm addressing about 60 women who have been through a lot.
Yes, I think, a lot of women you'll find that have been abused in relationships or marriages, they come out and write a book. They have the privilege that they can afford to write a book. And there's others that can't, they don't have that voice. So with you going and talking to them and giving them that voice as well, I think that's going to help quite a lot.
Exactly. When I'm there, obviously, I'm going to tell. It's actually amazing that God put me in this spot, because I've been through what they've been through. I've been depressed before. I've been stressed before. I've felt rejected before. And it is only God that can bring me out of that situation. So it's like I know their pain. I know basically the cure that cured me. So I'm just there to share what worked for me that will help them to also be cured. Because a lot of women are going through a lot. And once they are cured, to me, according to my findings, my searches, I've found that most of the time we say we are forgiven, but we still hurt. We still think of what happened, how they treated me. The words that they said are still echoes in our brains, in our mind. That alone is what is killing a lot of people. That is what is giving a lot of people, that's putting a lot of people in depression, in feeling rejected. But if you feel like those words, you must just hear them and let them go. If you are treated badly out there, just see, let it go. Don't keep anything in your heart. No wonder the Bible says that do not let the sun go with issues in your heart, because it piles up. This is how my mother treated me. My brother said this was to me every day. You're piling up issues. This is what is causing depression, rejection. So we need to forgive every day. Don't pile up issues, burdens in your heart. It is piling up for your depression. It is poison to your own body. Because once you keep these burdens, these issues, it produces a lot of toxic in your body, which will put you in a lot of sicknesses and disease, which we don't want you to go through all those circumstances. Let go. Every day we pass through challenges, rejection, all that. Let it go. For that day, let it go. Don't keep anything. Don't keep anything. Remember the love that God has actually gave us by sending his only son, Jesus, to die for us. It was his love. We didn't pay any cent. It was his love. Even before we knew him, he had forgiven us. So who are we to keep grudges? Who are we to keep grudges? Jesus Christ forgave all of us before we were born, before he even knew us. And he is there keeping on forgiving us through his mercy, his grace keeps on speaking for us. I cannot live a day with what somebody else talked about me yesterday or today in the morning. By tomorrow, I will have issues. That's what is causing a lot of issues in our bodies. So first and foremost, you need to let go every day. Take it as a child, because even the Bible says the kingdom of God is like for children. Because you can talk like this to a child, slap a child, discipline a child, this, she or he will still come to you and go, Mommy, please can you do this? Mommy, please do this for me. Mommy. It's like, but I just slapped this child 2 minutes ago. You still have that love, that pure love, that pure love is still there. And you're like, I thought this child would be very mad at me and all that. But you find that in adults like us, no one can speak to you anyhow. You will keep that forever. Maybe you will actually block and stop, talking to them, keeping them in your heart. You are talking to these people, but you still have issues for them, like your mothers. We know that others, they don't even talk to their mothers, to their fathers for a long time, which is so bad. What is it that can make you not to speak to somebody? What is that sin? What is that sin that they committed to you that you can't forgive and let go and embrace their love again? Why can you not be the love that they are lacking? Because if you can't show love, they cannot give you love. Love is forgiveness.
Yes, I so agree with you. There's such great messaging coming out there. And you're such an inspiration as well, because, you've been through it all, you've experienced it, you've written a book. And it's not just about the book now that, you're creating the awareness, but it's your passion where you want to go out and help others as well in the process.
Exactly.
And you're changing lives.
Exactly.
Because I'm sure people are going to take heed to what you say and they're going to work on themselves to be
exactly.
For sure. Juliet, just in terms of your business, how did COVID affect you? I know you now gone mobile. Did you have to shut down? Did you lose lots of money? How did that feel?
Wow. I must say, it was not easy. I'm sure for everyone. And like I said, I had a spa in Long Street. The rentals in Long Street, they are like extremely high. And then
because it's such
it was nice.
It's the most popular street in
Cape Town. Yes. And I had to close. I had to close down. Of course, because we had no income. There was no any revenue being generated at the spa. So I couldn't afford to keep up the business and pay the rent. If obviously your staff and all that. If there is no money being regenerated at the spa, so I had to close. And obviously we have lost the place for now, and I so much believe that I can get a place again when everything else gets back to normal. And I couldn't pay the staff, obviously, and we have lost quite a few clients who they like to come to the spa, but 50% of our clients, we still keep them now that we are going to their house. They actually feel safe as well, because some of them, they're elderly who are at high risk, so they don't want to be exposed to outside, so they're not going outside. We have to bring the spa to their homes. So far we only doing mobile. It has really affected us so much. The therapists as well have been affected. Like right now, what I do is the therapists that I do mobile with, they get paid per day. So if there's business, they get paid. If there's no business, obviously there is no business. So, but I make sure that whenever I get something, I give it to the therapist so that they should also have something for their families, because this has really affected everyone.
Yes, and also, they got to make sure that they mask up and take all the necessary precautions as well.
Yes, so this is obviously our number one thing. Obviously, with our beauty industry, this we have been already in the game of this sanitizing mask. We've been doing that, but obviously now we have been doing that even with with extra precautions because now that we are faced with this pandemic, we just have to do that obviously with more renewed preventative measures of COVID-19. So, like, sanitize always, wear changing masks, we have to change like 3, 4 times a day. We used to do that back then when we maybe were doing facials and manicures and pedicures. Now we have to do that with all the treatments and sanitize always. And there's quite a lot of things that we're doing to prevent the spreading of the COVID-19.
I'm sure you're waiting with bated breath to open another spa.
Yes. I actually this year I wanted to open 3 spas, one in Durban, one in Johannesburg, and obviously a very nice spa in Cape Town as well. And obviously the pandemic has messed everything. So maybe we have to replan again for next year. But I've always wanted, I know Johannesburg is where you can really, 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 they say so. I've never been in Johannesburg. Maybe you can tell me more about it. They say that there's quite a lot of businesses in Joburg. I've been there quite like just for these few spas. I've been to Lucky Spa in Johannesburg, 4 ways, somewhere like that. Yeah, I would like to go there for treatments. But they say that the business is quite very good, especially the beauty industry is very good in Johannesburg. So it has always been my wish to open a spa in Johannesburg.
Yes, spas are quite popular here because I think, a lot of people, they travel quite a bit, so they spend a lot of time in traffic and there's a lot of stress. And so you want to go and just have some downtime at a spa and
Yes,
just
yes,
relax. So it is quite popular. There are quite a lot of spas, but I think, if you have your speciality and you have your target audience,
exactly.
that shouldn't be a problem at all. And also, I think the area is very important.
You're right, you're right. Because I've been in the industry for almost 14 years, so I've got like maybe 30% of my also clientele in Johannesburg that they come to Cape Town, down to Cape Town almost maybe once a week. So that can also help. They've always insisted me to open a branch in Johannesburg so that they should experience my spa right there in Johannesburg as well. So yeah, I think when I come there, at least I've got some few clients that will do their word of mouth and bring me more clients.
Absolutely. I'm a sucker when it comes to spas, so I will definitely try you out.
Wow. All right. How many times do you come to Cape Town? So maybe one day you must visit our spa as well.
Well, I'm going to be in Cape Town in 2 weeks' time, but that's just going to be a rushed trip.
All right.
But, I used to be in Cape Town at least once every 2 months. So, if that, so it just depends. It depends on work and where it takes me.
Wow. Wow. Amazing. Amazing.
Yes, but I'd like to meet with you when I'm in Cape Town in the next 2 weeks. So maybe you can pop in and we can just meet and greet at the airport or have coffee or something.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. I'll be honored.
Okay, so I'll let you know. It might be a last minute thing because, I'm actually going to Swellendam because, we're going to just shoot the last bit of the reality series that I'm in.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
Wow.
so it's going to be quite a rushed weekend. And, to get to Swellendam, it's 3 hours from Cape Town.
Yes, I know it's very far. Yeah.
Yes. So I'm not sure about the timing and stuff like that, but I will definitely keep in touch and see how we can work around that.
Yeah, it's okay because I'm just in CBD, so it should take me like to the airport or when you're about waiting for your flight, I can always come because it's just like 10 to 15 minutes driving from where I am to the airport.
Awesome, because usually when I'm in Cape Town, I just use Uber or hire a car, but so
yeah, sure.
It's so easy to get around Cape Town compared to
Exactly. It is so easy. Exactly my point. Yeah.
Juliet, another book, or is this just the start of something bigger?
I must say for now, this is just a first book. I'm not even thinking of writing a second book yet, because my book is so far, it's really touching a lot of aspects of life. And I think for now, it is enough to impact my community, to impact a lot of people, to transform their life. I always say, if this book is okay to transform them, then maybe. But I'm so much assured that this book is going to transform many. The rest is going to be me talking about more about what's in the book. So I'm not thinking of any book yet, because remember, this just came. God just gave me this dream, write a book now. So it was like a direct information that I got from God to do that. So at the moment, I can say that I have another book in mind.
Yeah, usually, when writers start, then it's like a bug that gets you, like everything else. It becomes a hobby.
All right.
I wrote a book it was published in 2014.
Book as well.
Yeah, but it's more academic, it's marketing tools
Okay.
and strategies. And that's on
Okay.
Amazon. And I've
Wow.
just collaborated with a lead author from the US. We did a book now that was just launched for Breast Cancer Awareness Month. And
I saw that one. I saw that on Richard.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's My Pink Stilettos, and it's 13 women from 5 different continents.
Yes. Wow. That's amazing. That's one of the best. I saw that. I really saw that. And I was like, wow, this woman is actually so blessed in a lot of ways. And I was just going through your page. I was like, wow, this is the type of a woman that I need to be close to learn a lot from them. So it's actually an honor that you have me here. So I should learn quite a lot from you.
Thank you so much. I think, everyone has a story to tell, and this is what the platform is all about, the Red Corner Chat, where I want to get people like you who's going to inspire others, because you never know, with all the, meetings and events that you're having and you will have going forward, you never know who you're going to inspire to write more books, because we need more stories and we need people to tell their stories.
Exactly.
Yes, for sure. In closing, what can you tell the people of South Africa? We're going to generalize and keep it very open. It's just not women. So we get open. What would be your best advice, including the youth? Because I know you're very passionate about the youth as well.
Exactly. All right. So let me start with the youth. I've always advised the youth to really listen to their parents. As parents, we've been through a lot. And we know what it is like from being a youngster to where we are now. And where I am now, I always think what my mother was telling me, don't do that. I thought she was just like really doing this, saying that. There was some stuff that she taught me that I actually ended up doing it. And I ended up in regret. Everything, including my marriage. So sometimes parents know, they perceive, because they've been there. And when they advise you things to do and things not to do, you need to pay attention and listen to them. They are your elders. Basically, they're your God here on earth. The Bible calls them that they are our God. They know a lot. Whatever they advise you as a youth, listen to your parents. They are your God here on earth. If you don't listen to your parents, you will definitely not have a long life. You have to get whatever your parents is telling you. Go for it. They have seen things. They are your parents. They have raised you. They know what is the best for you. And to women, I love women so much. Women, you are so blessed with a lot of things in you. Don't let anyone look down on you. God has so much blessed you with a lot of qualities. They are in you. Everyone is blessed differently. I need you to use all those qualities, all those gifts, all those values, and bring them out. Don't just sit at home thinking that you're a wife. You have so many things that you can bring out. Apart from being a wife, you also have your values, your aspiration, the gifts that God has blessed you with. If it's cooking, if it's baking, if it's sewing, do something productive that will bring you income to stand on your own one day when maybe your provider, if you depending on your husband, is no longer there, or maybe something happened in your relationship, you must be able to stand on your own and not depend always on someone. You can be productive now and impact your communities with the works of your hands. Are you good in sewing? Are you good in writing? Are you good in baking? Whatever you are good at, make use of it and bring income on a daily basis. Train the girls who are not good at anything, who are just staying in your neighborhood. Make impact in those girls. Teach them how they can sew, how they can, the works of the hand, so that they should be a blessing or an impact in their community. To men, I would advise men to not look down on women as just women who must cook at home, clean at home. Remember, they also have values, aspiration in them. As they are helping you to reach, to bring out your vision, your mission, remember they also have values. They also have aspiration. Please, I'm asking men, would you help your wives also to bring out what's in them? They are packed with a lot of qualities that can help you to prosper. Bring out what's in your woman. Don't look down on women and just put them down to do home things at home. They can help you as well to bring out a couple that is full of prosperity. That's my advice to men. And the men, the women, the children make up the community through the love of God. So in a lot of communities, I know that we are lacking love. Once we have love, you will not hurt your neighbor. You will not stab your neighbor. You will always back your neighbor. Like you will always support your neighbor. You will always show love to your neighbor. You will never ever do any harm to your neighbor. You will never abuse your neighbor. You will never even abuse your spouse. So it comes with love. Love your neighbor just as you love yourself. So first you have to love yourself and you will show your neighbor your love, which is in you. Learn to love yourself and show others how to love. That's my last words I can say to the world.
Thank you so much, Juliet. That is so inspirational and such great advice to lots of people out there. And it was a great conversation. I'm looking forward to meeting with you and, we can just chat in person. And I wish you all the best with your book going forward.
Thank you so much, Shamila. It was an honor to have me here in your platform, and I know that we'll learn more from you, and I cannot wait to meet you in Cape Town. I'm already super excited to meet the great woman of God. Thank you.
Thank you so much. All the best. Take care. Thank you to everyone watching. It was great having you on the chat. If anybody would like to join me and chat to me on the Red Corner chat, send me an email, redcornerchat@gmail.com. Take care. Bye.
Bye.